So in this video I am going to do the 22 movement flow sequence. To an extent the sequence is ever evolving. It borrows from a range of disciplines and movements that I find work for me. The idea in the 22 movement practice is that it's the 22 minute, many 22s, the 22 minute meditation followed by 22 minute flow sequence and then a 22 minute interval training HIIT or HISS sequence. So this will elevate heart rate. It's perfect that I'm doing it on what feels like the first real day of summer. It's an absolutely beautiful day in Bilgola where I'm filming this, and the sequence is already designed for anyone, so you should come out of this feeling like everything's moved, flowed. There's some really beautiful qigong in it as well, and we'll take it from there. So we're going to come to the backs of our mat. Big breath in, onto the toes, sinking down, control, strong, the buttock down towards the heels, crawling it out. Hold, shoulder blades retract into the spine, slowly coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, crawling. Big inhale, coming up. And exhale down. So in terms of the breathing sequence, it's completely up to you. Generally, it's good to just find a breath that flows with movement. Nice, deep, long breaths. My ideal is to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale up. Exhale, coming back. Big inhalation. So that's 2 of 4. Exhale down. So strong through the legs, deep knee bend, so it's not a squat. I'm on my toes and then I'm crawling forward, holding, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhale. Also could be good to do a roll up here, which I'll do on this one. So just a roll up and then big inhale. On the 4th one we're going to stay down, exhaling, crawling it forward, hold, exhale down, inhale up. We're going to push back into dog. And then we're going to drop onto all 4s. So we check that our knees underneath our hips, bring our toes together. We're going to pull back into a child pose. So drawing the buttock in towards the heels, relaxing the shoulders, crawling the fingers forward, nice and soft. Forehead to the mat if you want to. Just letting everything go. So nice long, deep, even breaths from the nose, coming back onto all 4s. Check the alignment. With the knees, bring the wrists underneath the shoulders. And then cat-cow, so inhaling, lifting the chest, Exhale. Moving through the spine. Inhale, pushing the butt back, chest lifts. Exhale. So we do 4 of these. Inhale. And exhale. So as I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the next movement and a little bit about the choreo, so if I don't get my numbers completely right, that may happen. And neutral spine. And then pulling it back into dog. So the sequence should take us circa 22 minutes. Over time I will post others and make sure that the timing is exact, but this will be pretty close. Coming forward, so we're taking our left knee to our left wrist. Turn the back toe over. Slowly coming down, so you can either rest on elbows or crawl the hands forward and taking the forehead down towards the mat. So I had a bit of a, we call it a motorcycle mishap. I wasn't actually riding the bike, I was moving the bike. It happened on the 22nd of June last year. Managed to do myself some significant injuries and spent almost a year rehabbing, so my body is not in some ways what it used to be, but it's been quite a process to go through. We're going to pull back, but a perfect part of the learning curve. Some beautiful stuff for me evolved from life and 22 movement from that incident. The right leg comes forward. Turn the back toe over. So ideally, people, especially those who are more flexible than me, you'll have as close to a 90-degree angle between the hamstring and the shins. Feel this nice and strongly through the glute. And again, either forearms on the mat or fingers crawling forward, head towards the ground. So I like to keep things in 2s and 4s. So I'll stay here for 4 breaths. And slowly coming up again, hands under shoulders, spreading the fingers. If you want to be strict about your index finger, it's pointing forward. Nice and spread through the fingertips. And pull back. We drop down onto our haunches. Sitting back. Lifting the chest. Now we're going to flatten, at this point, flatten the toes. Ideally, you are bare feet or in very flexible shoes. And we're going to come up. And we're going to, that wasn't meant to happen. We're going to come up. Push our toes into the mat and then bounce and drop. So feet flat. This becomes a really deep stretch into the toes. For a lot of men, especially for us as we wearing shoes a lot, circulation and movement becomes an issue in our toes. I have 4 children and my youngest at the moment is 18 months. My oldest is 18. And it's amazing for me to watch what she can do with her toes. And as much as I can, I would love to be a barefoot in the grass shoe minimalist. The shoes that I train in is the basic Allbirds, which are really good, and then Vibram does a shoe called a Furoshiki, which is based on a Japanese shoe, which is completely flexible. So those are great options for winter or internally. And the last time we'll just stay right up there and really push. down, and then just some gentle kneading, chopping. So ITB, quite painful. I've actually started recently on this great supplement called Quenda, which comes out of Western Australia. Great organic fibre supplement, which I get through Sage Wellbeing. I've also started adding of late magnesium from bioceuticals into the concoction, and it's amazing how magnesium immediately, almost after a few days, the tenderness in my ITB started to go. It was one of those things of, wow, why am I not doing magnesium more often? Okay, we're going to slowly roll up. At this point in my evolution of 22 movement, there are no formal sponsors. I'm just going to talk free and organically as stuff comes up, just mention what is relevant. If at any point in time there is some kind of agenda for me to mention particular people or products, I will make sure that I make that very clear. Okay, so we are now going to go into a Qigong breathing sequence. So stepping nice and wide. So this is probably one of the few things in the sequence that may be new for people. So you want to keep your chest lifted. We are strong through our thighs. We are pushing our thighs and knees back, strong through our core. So Dantian, or this kind of energy center, is where we're focusing. So we're going to bring it up. So big breath, keep breathing. And then we're going to do a strong out breath. We're going to breathe in to our sternum, and then we're going to hold, and the whole body everywhere as hard as you can goes super strong. We're holding the breath. Extend, exhale. We make a fist as we inhale, and then we whole body strong, and then we exhale down. Big inhalation. Strong exhalation. Inhale. Hold, whole body strong. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. So don't be surprised if this makes you cough or you feel kind of stale breath coming up. It just happened to me. Again, it's the whole idea of just getting everything moving quite deeply. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale down. Coming together for nice big breaths. Last one. Fresh sea air. The sea's so calm, so beautiful. It's like the bath, there's only one surfer out. Okay, so now we're going to go nice and wide through our legs. So hamstring flexibility is an area that is still tough for me. We're going onto our toes, so onto our heel rather, lifting our toes off the ground. Nice and deep, keep the opposite foot flat to the mat. And just side to side. Just being with where the body is. Really great opportunity to practice letting go, self-acceptance, just letting go of all judgments, all opinions, and just getting that if you can't be that for yourself, you cannot be it for other people. So are you able to just be with wherever you're at? Such a great practice, so freeing. Okay, we're now going to go into a lunge. So we're going to come to the front of our mat. So we just to put in a little bit of twisting. We're going to take the right leg back. Okay, so first up, we've got a ball. We embrace the ball and we twist. So completely up to you whether you want to keep looking to the front, or whether you want to twist and follow the twist. Sure, there are opinions that would support both. Today I'm going to follow. So one on each side and back to the middle, dropping down, changing legs. So with the lunge, good to always step, oh, I shouldn't say always, good to step back. Easier to maintain form. We have 90 degrees between our shin and between our calf and our hamstring, and then the same at the back, 90 degrees. Oh, it's quite interesting. I'll just do this exercise first before I speak again, but see, I can all the way through. So just maintain the joint angle in the elbow, twist as far as you can comfortably, brace, try and spread the toes, don't grab with the toes, and back to the middle. So before I change sides, recently it's just a good cue for people. So I've been training with a friend who's essentially in better shape than I am, put bluntly, and he's been leading our hit sequences, and it's just been too much for me. So I can feel for the first time my knees really struggling, and I generally have been very fortunate that even though I was an outdoor trainer for many, many years, and done many years of martial arts training, that my body has been really kind to me. But for the first time, like quite significant patella pain just at the base of my patella, so I'm struggling to lunge, and I'm now going to pull back from that and do everything in its time. So we're coming back to the right. Then it doesn't really matter which side you drop to first. Keep the bend as deep as you can, back to the middle, and then over the other side, and back to the middle, and back, and other side. Big step back, hold, dropping all the way through, back to the middle, and then over the other way. And through, and back, and together. So we're now going to go into a sun salutation, a yoga sequence, whatever term fits. Get my own version of. We're going to do what some people call a crescent lunge, so not a warrior one. So we're going to be lunging on our toes, on our back feet, but I'll talk to you as we go through. So we're going to do, today we'll do one round on each side. So big breath in, Exhale, coming down. So each movement is a breath. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, stepping back. Hands flat. We're going to keep that exhale going. We're going to inhale, cobra, so elbows nice and close to the body. Drop the shoulders, turn the toes. Exhale, dog. Now this time as we inhale, we're going to step our left leg forward. Inhale. Keeping on the toes on our back leg. Keep inhaling, keep inhaling, keep inhaling. Nice strong movement. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Big movement. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Something about that sequence that is so beautiful. So keep spreading the fingers, index finger pointing forward, lengthening through the spine. Pushing the forehead towards the toes. Starting to work the heels in towards the floor. Nice, long, deep, even breaths. Now next exhalation, coming up, either step or jump in. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, head down to knee, hold. And big inhalation. So depending on your own timing, you might do as many of those as you like, maybe even up to 4 full rounds. It just gets everything absolutely beautifully flowing. Okay, so next up we're going to do a round the world. We're almost done. So with this, we're going to come again nice and deep. We're going to drop the buttock right down. As we sink, we're going to push the outside of the circle, so we're going to push it all the way through. Full extension, dropping down, and then all the way back. So really push it all the way through. Push, 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 push the circle. Beautiful twist. And then all the way out. Lengthening, really lengthening through the back. And all the way back. And then last one. And today we're going to finish the rocket. So we're going to come in. So I think it's also known as chair pose. We're going to sink down, so we're going to sink to sit as we lengthen, and we're going to hold this for 4 nice deep breaths. So sink and lengthen. Keep extending. Extend and drop down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, head down to knee. And then ever so slowly, we're just going to roll up 1 vertebra at a time, keeping the head dropped. Roll, roll, roll. And relax that. Thank you.